Right, onto my pile then. Right, what have we got here first?
The doctor said it would get better soon.
Just keep rubbing in the ointment. Right, Battle Fantasia.
Chapter 1, Fight!
Nice and cheap. Basically, again, an Arc System Works games. He keeps showing off Sonic games, I keep showing off Arc System Works games. But yeah, not as patch on the other games, is it? It's not a patch on the
problem
other
you've got
systems,
with the
but...
PAL version of Battle Fantasia is they hacked the bollocks out of it. I mean, there's an achievement for one story path where, because of the edits and stuff, you just cannot get because the option is not there. They took out all the swearing, they took out certain moves, and it's just, you see the potential, and we're never really going to know what the full game is like.
Basically, 505 Games just bastardised it in a Sandy Frank Harmony Gold kind of way.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
which
like
is a real shame.
It's definitely like you're playing a game that's got potential, and unfortunately, it stays at that degree.
But even if you're playing it at like the basic level, just the mechanics are just not on par with Guilty Gear or BlazBlue. It's like an experiment in 3D.
Yeah.
For them, normally it's 2D sprites, and it's okay. I mean, for the kind of price you're gonna pay for it, you know, sub £5, yeah, it's worth a go. If you like beat 'em ups, give it a bash. So still a fun game, Don't let us sort of put you off. Just don't pay too much for it. Right. Zone of the Enders HD for the PS3.
To call, you got to stand and fire you burn the supreme.
The PS3 stuff now. What can you say? Re-release of the PS2 games. Runs slightly slower than the originals, but it's in HD, has a new intro. Yeah, on the whole, not bad. Not bad at all. And it's got big robots in it, so yeah, always a good thing. Heavy Rain. I played it like to death, but I've never actually owned it.
My personal favourite PlayStation 3 game, #1 for me. If you own a PlayStation 3, go out and buy this now.
It's more like a movie where you just twiddle your thumbs and bits happen, but it's still kind of interactive and it varies depending on what you've done and all that. Really intriguing story. It's really good. It really is good. So, first in the Quantic Dream games that's going to be in this part.
I must buy.
Yakuza Dead Souls. A much slagged off game that, to be honest, I absolutely love.
Rant mode, Tony.
Yeah, just go for a little rant. Well, you know, the controls are awkward. It's definitely a Japanese shooter. I mean, Japanese do not like conventional Western shooters and the shooter controls and everything like that. and it's very strange, very odd to control, but not necessarily bad. It's a bit iffy with the frame rate sometimes. There's too much on the screen, but it's definitely a side story, sort of. You know, it's not Resident Evil or Dawn of the Dead. It's more like Happiness of the Katakuris. If you haven't seen that, go and watch it. But it's definitely very silly, very fun, and it's not supposed to be scary in the slightest. It's taking the mick out of what the hell is it called? Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2. It's taking the mick out of Left 4 Dead 2, really.
And he lived on this game for the past.
Well, I've got 25,000 zombie kills now, so that's a lot of zombies. But it's just something to do for now. Alright, another Eureka diving game. Diving game. Endless Ocean. It's not as good as what the hell's the other one?
Endless Ocean 2.
No, what the hell's the other one? Everblue.
Everblue.
It's
All right,
not
yeah.
as good as Everblue. It's not a patch on Everblue, but it's still okay. But it's not a patch on Everblue.
It's nice. If you liked, I'd say if you liked Echo the Dolphin on PS2 Dreamcast, if you like just exploring that sort of thing, just mucking about, it's fine.
But Everblue does it better.
Yeah.
Everblue does it better. I mean,
It's
Everblue's got the
everything
above
stunning.
world
Yeah.
and everything else. I mean, yeah, but get it cheap. It's cool enough. A nice little relaxing game. Just put it on for half an hour, 10 minutes, and just swim away. It's okay. So, Ghostbusters, the Wii version.
Cover the elevators and escort any ladies safely to their rooms.
I've got a solid signal. Get over here and look at your PKE meter. All right, dig it. Your PKE meter is the cornerstone of any supernatural investigation. Works like a divining rod. Pointed at psychokinetic energy, it measures electromagnetic fluctuations and heats up. Pointed away, it goes cold. Hot is better. Just follow the signal to your target. And
I've just bought it on the 360.
Totally different game though. Which is, you know, it has strange cartoony graphics and stuff. So,
Yeah. Cool.
you know, and it plays differently as well. I'd probably say that's actually the better game. I've played both.
Different,
I would
different.
probably say that's the better game. It's totally different the way it plays. I mean, obviously you use the Wiimote to aim and all that kind of normal nonsense, but it works, and yeah, it's actually really good. I'm not actually opening this yet because it was like really cheap, but Bit Trip Complete. You can basically get all the Bit Trip games for the price of one now online. It's like 6 games there, and it costs about the same as one download from the Wii Store. So, you know, there's no competition. There's new content, there's soundtrack, there's all kinds of, you know, rubbish like that in there. Very good game that very few people have actually heard of. Urban Rain. Which is actually, this is my second copy of it. Another one's sealed. I've got it really cheap and sealed. I had to get a cheap one, so I got this little promo one because it was cheap. Yeah, it's a game that no one's really heard of. It's a sort of 3D brawler in the sort of Final Fight style. Has Paul Phoenix and martial law in it from Tekken and Unlockables. By Namco, obviously. And yeah.
Watched some footage when I was around last, and it does look awesome to play. It's on my to get this, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. It's very Final Fight. If you like that sort of thing, it's very like a modernised version. Forget Final Fight Streetwise.
Yeah, not
Just
that.
forget Final Fight Streetwise. It's like that only
If you
good.
can.
I'm a Core 3.
System engaged.
I'll do my best. The red line on your radar indicates the operations perimeter. Roxy, you've abandoned the mission. I'm on your side.
From Software again. It's more Armored Core, but there are
See a
about
biggy
5 or
robot
6.
thing going on
Yes,
here.
big robot thing.
Yeah.
But what's better, to be into like big sort of like robots that shoot things, or hedgehogs that wear red sneakers?
Hedgehogs that wear red sneakers and like anime girls.
I don't think they're even anime girls. You go into that
You've
and
not
not.
seen that film then. Rich is
I'm
looking
not
excited
e-
behind the camera there. Yes, you
I'm
are.
not. I am not even going there. Super Bombard Racing, because it was like cheap. I'm trying to get a complete Star Wars PS2 collection at the moment, so it's pretty crap, to be honest. But
Yeah, it's a karting but flying game with Star Wars characters, which is
yeah, but it's not even just Star Wars characters. It's like Episode 1 Star Wars characters.
Oh, right.
So
But Darth Maul is cool.
Darth Maul is cool, but they are all super deformed. So
Super deformed we don't like.
no, the super deformed you don't like.
Super deformed I don't like.
Yeah, you don't like. Because mostly because they have quite a lot of super deformed stuff to show off with it.
Now, here
Star
we go.
Wars Bounty Hunter. Same reason. I need to go to the collection. Django Fett going around shooting people and generally not being the game that I want that's been cancelled. So
3 times over.
yeah. Oops, left the bubble wrap in this one. Right. Yet again, another Tekken crossover by Namco. That's Death by Degrees, which is. Nina Williams in a weird adventure game thing.
That's pretty good.
Which is it's okay.
It's cheese.
It's cheesy and crappy.
It's cheesy Namco.
If you like
Yeah.
cheesy nonsense rubbish, you
Mm.
probably like it. And I do like cheesy nonsense rubbish. It's enjoyable. Not the best game, not the best controls, not the tightest thing, but enjoyable nonsense. So for the collection. Right, my second and last of the Quantum Dreams games, and that's Fahrenheit. Which is of course actually the second of them.
I absolutely loved this game on the original. I got the Xbox version originally, and I played through it. And very, very, very different turnouts. It's pretty much like imagine Heavy Rain. Obviously, anyone could be the killer in that. Like that,
It's-
anyone could be the hero in that. It's
Heavy. This has more of a gamey feel to
Yeah.
it than Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain feels like a really super interactive, like DVD control
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
but you need
yeah.
more buttons.
Yeah.
That is more interaction. There's more game
Yeah,
engine
yeah.
than
It
there is
feels
film
more
engine in
game,
that one.
but at the same point,
Mm.
there are a few sort of quirks that kind of make this not as good as Heavy Rain. There
Yeah,
are
if I
sort of
remember
certain
correctly,
quirks.
Indigo Prophecy in America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are correct. Yep, indeed. But it's not a bad game.
Yeah. Everywhere you see it, it's dirt cheap. It's a must-have. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that was £2. That was £2. So
if you like Heavy Rain again, I mean, go back play their past games. Also good.
well, the Nomad Soul takes some getting used to. Nomad
Mm.
Soul takes some getting
Still
into.
not played that.
Yeah, it takes some getting into. So
Yeah.
good game. Right, on to PS1 now. Fear Effect. Not a bad game. Not a bad game.
I've got 1 and 2. I think it's an okay game. It's
It's dated.
Yeah.
It's really dated. It was a
It
game that was
sold
kind of
well-
great when it came out.
when it
but-
came. It also sold a bit of the controversy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
lesbians.
lesbians.
It was controversial when it came out.
Yeah,
I remember being a
controversial.
David
Oh
Man
my
everything.
god, it's got
But
lesbians.
game-wise, I thought it was relatively good.
Yeah.
I got a few hours into it. I got a few hours into the second one. I thought personally, when I played them back quite a long time ago, the second one was a superior one. But that's a personal opinion.
But you normally find that pretty often, don't you? But... Right, Siphon Filter. Bit of a sort of Metal Gear rip-off, really. But that's kind of not doing it justice, really. It's a lot more sort of free and open. But you're better off with the later ones than the earlier ones. I never really got on with this when I first played it. I was expecting Metal Gear, and it really wasn't, because everyone was saying it's like Metal Gear, and it's just so different.
Yeah,
It's
it's its
just
own
so
game,
different.
and it's right.
Yeah,
I mean, they spawned many sequels, and they've got better as they've gone on.
Yeah.
Do you know they all come with a headset most of the time?
The thing is, there was never one for the PS3. Why was there not
No.
one for the PS3?
Not a clue.
Who knows? But a shame. But I have a few on the PSP and the PS2.
Oh, I want to give an honourable mention while he's going through his games. About a month ago, he picked up a Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary Edition on the PS2. And obviously,
That is awesome.
it's fantastic. Basically, they done it as a promo. In Japan, they released it as a full promo and to buy. But in England, they've done it as a promo to shops, which they gave away to people that pre-ordered Virtua Fighter 4. But if you ever see it out, it's in a plastic case.
It's in the dual case
Yeah.
like the Urban Main was.
It sells for quite a bit on the net, but it is absolutely fantastic. If you're a Virtua Fighter fan, fantastic. It's a must get.
Yeah. I mean, all it essentially is Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, whatever it's called, with a different skin, just with Virtua Fighter 1 skins. But that's enough for me. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's just awesome for me. So.
And it's weird seeing Virtua Fighter 1 clearer graphics than ever.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah.
You know, if you
And
like big
played-
square
and
blocks,
played is good
if you
as-
like great big square blocks, awesome. Right, Heart of Darkness again. This time because it's in better condition and it was like, really cheap. The other one had like breaks on the case and the inside of the box was a little bit, the disc holders were a little bit gone. But that was still cheap. But this was
Isn't
just
that the game that was delayed for a very, very long
yeah,
time?
it was. It was. But no, it's really good. I really recommend that. So you can have my copy. It's a spare copy. The rough one, not
You got
the
that
nice
film?
one. Not the nice one. Power Move Pro Wrestling, based on a Japanese game, but with all the licensed characters taken out and therefore making it a bit rubbish. Yeah.
Licenses issues. Always fun in games.
Well, it is from Japan, because Japan's so loose. They get
Yeah.
away with just ripping people off.
Shenmue had Coca-Cola in it. Come to England? No, it was cola.
Oh, dear. They even start Pepsi Man.
Yeah, Pepsi Man. First of all, let's take him out of Fighting Vipers. He had his own game in Japan as well.
Going on this whole thing that everyone's got about Parappa the Rapper, is my copy, which I just got really cheap. No instructions, but it was £4. So, and it's a bit rough. It works. The disc is in perfect condition, and it all works fine. I can always recase it. So, bonus. Right, on to my Japanese import buys, which are kind of silly and cheap and awesome.
We've not seen these yet, so this
Yeah.
is quite good. We're
This-
looking forward to seeing what's picked up.
This is Sakura Wars. It did
Oh.
come out.
Bastard.
It did come out in the West, and if you have a look on the back, there's a little picture of like a little pocket watch. That's in there. You get a pocket watch. You get like a little frame that actually goes on. That actually mounts to the frame,
This is why he doesn't tell us he's got them, these things. It makes us
And,
want them and buy them.
and it's £4. And it's
You
in
get
pristine.
£4.50 for it.
It's pristine inside as well.
Yeah, awesome.
The box is a little bit. It's not bad at all, but yeah.
They saw the Sakura Wars got really popular in America, but did they come out?
They
over
did
here?
come out of
Come
it.
over here?
I keep wanting to try and get the Wii version because this will, to be honest, be unplayable.
Mm.
It's basically a dating anime robot RPG sim thing.
Basically, one of his real life dreams.
Yeah, it's weird and it's cool. So yeah, I want to get the English version so I can play it, but this was so cheap, and you know it's got a pocket watch. You know, how often do you get games with pocket watches in? So you know, obviously awesome. So that'll go on the side and stuff. So yep, that's probably my star pickup.
Building of his new house out of games is nearly complete.
Right, some Gundam now. There's going to be a little bit of this. He might be obsessed with Sonic, but I've got the obsession with the Gundam. So SD Gundam Scad Hammers for the Wii. But yeah, not a bad game. Actually, quite a lot of fun. I did play it on the Wii, and a lot of fun. Did actually quite enjoy that. So, which was surprising. I was expecting it to be absolutely god awful. More Gundam. This time, Gundam Seed. I can't remember the actual title. This did actually get a Western release,
Yeah,
but oh dear, I'm not paying Western prices.
yeah.
So this is.
The price you'd like to play and triple it. Play.
Yeah, basically. So if I see one cheap, I'll pick it up. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll make do with this version. I mean, there has the actual anime dub voices for the English version and everything. So it's all perfect. It's not subtitled or anything.
Is that America or England?
I think America only. I think. I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so I am looking for one of those. I will try and pick one up sometime. There's about 5 or 6 normal Seed games in Japan. But this is the only one that got translated. It's the only one I actually picked up. So
Another highlight we've got is after like a year or so of buying Japanese and American games, we still can't play them.
no, we still
have
do not
English
actually
PlayStation
have
2.
Japanese playable. Right, let's do this while I can think about what it's called.
Right.
Mobile Suit Gundam, was it Megorial Sora or something like that? Another Gundam game. What can you say? Really, you fly robots, you shoot stuff. It's not super deformed or anything. It's a normal one. So all I can say is just have a look on Amazon or GameFAQs or any of those places at Gundam games. There are more Gundam games than there are any other franchise, any other license at all. It's ridiculous. There's like hundreds. It's just.
Sure, he'll end up with all of them.
I'll probably go for the complete PS2 collection if I can. G Savior, more Gundam. So based on a very unpopular movie, which wasn't actually done by Sunrise, I don't think. But the game looks cool enough. It's got Gundams in it. I'll play it. Right. I wonder what's next. Oh fuck! More Gundam. Yeah. Right. Okay. Next one.
See a recurring theme here.
Yeah, next one, Gundam Zeta Ayug versus Titans. One of the sort of versus games sort of thing. I've got the later ones, they're a lot better, but still, yeah, it'll do for the collection. Very cheap, like £3, £4, something like that, so that'll do.
Prices are ridiculous these days. I love it. It's
Well, they're
awesome.
not always, are they? You have to
No.
look.
If there's one you're digging for, you see all the ones you think about are dirt cheap. The one you find has the more O's at the end.
Yeah. Right, not actually a Gundam game, but it has Gundams in it. Super Robot Tyson Scramble Commander. I have to look at that. By Bam Presto, who did the Project X Zone. So it's the same sort of thing, crossovers and
cool.
you know, mix-ups and stuff. This one's more of a sort of 3D action strategy thing rather than Robot Tyson, which is more of a sort of 2D sort of super deformed look to it. But this is more sort of realistic. You've got like Evangelion and various things in there. But Gundams, of course. Amazing as Ed. A few other bits and pieces. All good. Right, I've got 3 of the SD Gundam G Generation Spirits. Right, so we've got G Generation Spirits, and they're basically, just like Super Robot Wars, I was saying, Super Robot Tyson. They're basically that with just Gundam, and, you know, sort of strategy things. Got that one. Got the Seed G Generation as well. Just do that less awkwardly. Got the Seed G Generation as well, which is pretty cool. Let's show you some of the cover art. Mostly because of the Japanese imports, and they just look so much better.
Yeah.
I mean,
Artwork from Japan is gorgeous.
They just look. Come on,
Yeah.
look at that compared to
You compare it to anything we get over. I mean, you just look at the style and the substance of the way the robot's placed.
Yeah.
In England, we have one robot like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
And there's a big bunch of blurbs saying badass robot fighting and shit like that. So, you know, like G-Generation Neo, which is the last one of those that I've got. So, basically, a hell of a lot of RPG-ish, Gundam sort of Super Robot Tyson style fighting to go from it. And the last one, this also come out in the West, and that's Gundam Duality. I'm not sure exactly what it's called in the West. But again, it was cheap. It's basically it's a full RPG with Gundam in it, a full Japanese RPG with Gundam in it.
But skins, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's back cover.
But unfortunately, it's the best one.
Yeah.
I hate the best ones. Now, do you know why?
You're going to tell us?
Well, you put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
You get that.
Yellow.
Yes,
It's
yellow.
like piss stain.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That's what they do in the factory.
Yeah, that is nasty. It's, but anyway, it was cheap. So onto the collection. Again, the Western version, expensive. So I'll make do with that for now. That'll do me. So all good. And that wraps up basically that pile of crap.
He's Yakuza. He's wanting to kill some more fucking zombies, isn't he?
Indeed. I've only killed 25,000. There's still a lot more to go. So.